Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this gorgeous Ramadan moon advent calendar. It's a really fun project and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's get started. So for this project I'm gonna need an MDF moon-shaped board. I purchased this for around $13 on eBay. You're gonna need a little peg doll, either boy or girl. You're gonna need a palette with some water, paintbrushes, some paints, and these are just extra detailing that you can either use some acrylic markers that are like glitter or gold. These are some watercolor shimmer paints, and these as well are very old, so I don't even know if they're still usable, but yeah, to see which ones work better. As additional detailing that I'll be doing on the advent calendar. So I just put on this palette here some dark blue, black, and some white. Now because I'm using acrylics, you have to not put too much because it dries out really fast and just turns real rock hard. So less is more, and then just add on from there. I'm gonna try and go for a dark gray blue color, so I'll just take the white to the blue because I just want to lighten that a bit. So yeah, let me add just a tiny bit of black. I would also like to mention that the reason why I'm using acrylic paint as opposed to water paint is that acrylic paint will be more water safe, in the sense that if your piece gets wet, then acrylic paints will stop the paint from running, or it's just more long lasting. And also I forgot to mention that you're going to want to put some kind of paper or a newspaper down just to protect your table, since it is acrylic paint. For the sides, when you have to do the sides, you can just kind of glide along the sides like this, just like cover it really fast. Okay, so the first coat is done. I'm actually not sure if I want to do more coats because I kind of like how the wood grain is showing through the paint. So it's up to you. You can either leave yours like that, or do another coat of paint or a couple of coats of paint. So it's up to you. So I just went ahead and did the first coat on the moon section, and I just mixed the black and the blue acrylic paints together, and yeah, so I'll do a couple more coats. You're gonna want to be very careful for the corners, especially if you're using a lighter color, because it will be more obvious. You could also use masking tape on the edges if you really want to be perfect about it. Also, another tip, if you want a more professional finish, go with the grain when you're painting instead of against it. So I'm using the bigger paintbrush this time, and for the edges you're going to want to really go really carefully so that you don't go up the side. So I finished the coats on the moon section, and I did 2 coats on the star section with this yellow acrylic paint, and then I kind of wanted to get a golden glow, so I added some of this, like I told you, this glitter paint, I guess, and mixed it in with a little bit of the acrylic, and it didn't really work. I mean, a bit of shimmer, as you can see, and so I'm just waiting for that to dry. But I do want it to still be more gold than it is. So this is what it looks like when the painting is done. And yeah, I'm very happy with how the gold turned out. And so now we're going to get started on the Ramadan section, the Ramadan wording trail. So I just very lightly traced my pattern, well, drew my pattern I should say, in pencil, using my sketch as inspiration, as a guide. Oh, and you want to keep in mind that the word Ramadan has 7 letters, and so, which is a good thing, because that means that it's an odd number. So you'll have the A in the middle, and that can determine how you're going to draw your shape, your letters. So 3 on each side of the A. So I started off by doing the middle A, and then did the rest of the letters. So I grabbed my white acrylic marker paint and give it a good shake. You're going to want to push down on it a few times for the paint to release. So I'm just going to mark the stopping spots of the 30 days. Now I mix some light blue and some lavender, and I'm just going to use those 2 colors to circle around those spots. Kind of like Van Gogh Starry Night. So here I'm using the lavender, and I'm just, circling around it very delicately with the tip of my paintbrush. Then I grab my gold acrylic marker, and I draw spirals around the stopping spots. Here I'm just dotting around the trail in my white paint marker. Now I'm just using my white marker to write the word Eid on the gold star. I use my black marker to outline. And a bit of the lavender paint to circle the eye. So I decided to open this wooden cubes packet that I have purchased for $2.95. I had this in one of the hauls videos I have in my channel. And yeah, so I'm painting 3 of these cubes in this like light blue purpley color. And I was thinking to add that onto the Eid section. So I added some little twinkle stars here and some rays, and so that's what it looks like for now. So now what I'm going to do is, I just got an idea, is I'm going to add these adhesive crystals. So this, I bought it from eBay for another project that I didn't start yet, and these I just bought them today actually at Aldi's. With the packet of strip crystals, I found it a bit challenging to put them on in a way that looked nice and smooth, because I think they were designed to be on straight surfaces and not this curved crescent moon shape. So it took me a few tries to adjust it the way I like. So this is what it looks like once I've done that. So initially I was going to have one peg doll go through the obstacle course every day until ending on Eid. So there's 30 spots here. But then I thought of actually putting one for every day. So I have 31 here, one being for Eid. And yeah, so I changed my mind a lot, so that's a new idea. And I also will decorate this little craft box that stores them. And then every day one of my kids can open the box and put one on the spot as it goes along. So yeah, I decided to divide the 30 peg dolls into 10, so into three groups of 10, starting with the darker peg dolls, and then the first 10 will be the darker, then the medium blue, and then the that very light lavender blue that I've used before. So after I painted the bodies, I decided to make a little Muslim girl and a little Muslim boy. And I'm using a very small, one of the smallest paintbrushes I have to do those details. That's what they look like. So I just added to the color that I already had for the dark blue for that set of first 10. I just added some white. So this is going to be the color for the middle set. So I just finished the second set. They look pretty dark here, but compared to the darker ones, as you can see. So to the paint, this time I added more white and some red. So yeah, I'm gonna mix it and it should be the color that I'm looking for the last set. So I went ahead and numbered the first set 1 to 10 with the acrylic painting marker. And I'm just gonna do the rest now. I decided to paint little moons on the peg dolls, and I'm using the Kuretake silver. The first 10 have crescent moons, the middle 10 have half moons, and the last 10 have full moons. So I just went ahead and painted the box. I did some calligraphy on here. I actually forgot to rub off a pencil, which I need to do. And it says days of, and then I did the same writing style that I did on the moon. I said Ramadan. So again, I'm going to open it. That's the lid, the other side. And that's where the peg dolls are. So yeah. This was such a fun project. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Here I painted the Eid peg doll in all gold. And yeah, it was pretty easy, a bit time consuming, but definitely worth it. My daughter already, my 4-year-old, has been playing with them, the little Muslim peg dolls, and it's just been really, really fun. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, and as always, thanks for watching.